Captain Arlen drifted through the debris of the burning battlefield, his armor scorched and dented from the relentless onslaught of the Voran forces. Smoke curled through the air like the remnants of dying stars, and the cries of the wounded echoed across the cratered landscape. Humanity had fought fiercely to defend its frontier outposts. But the aliens had come in waves no human strategist could have predicted. Arlen's boots crunched against the twisted metal of a destroyed hover tank. He moved cautiously, scanning for survivors. Amid the wreckage, a soft whimper reached his ears. His heart tightened. The sound was human, fragile and young. He followed it until he found a small child, no older than 5, trapped beneath the shattered frame of a cargo carrier. The boy's eyes were wide with terror, tears streaking his dirt-smudged face. Without hesitation, Arlen lifted the wreckage, straining against its weight. The boy scrambled free and clung to him, trembling. "It's okay. I've got you," Arlen whispered. Behind them, a squad of Voran troops advanced, their sleek black armor glinting under the harsh sun. Their weapons discharged in precise bursts, forcing Arlen to dive behind a crumbling wall of metal. For hours, he fought and fled with the child at his side, shielding him from plasma fire and shrapnel. Arlen had been trained for countless battle scenarios, but nothing in his service had prepared him to protect an innocent in the heart of enemy territory. He carried the boy through caves, over rocky ridges, and across rivers of molten slag, always staying one step ahead of the hunters who would have killed them both. Finally, under the cover of darkness, he stumbled into a dense forest. The trees were alien in shape, their bioluminescent leaves casting a dim glow across the ground. Exhausted, Arlen collapsed beside the child, holding him close. For the first time, he allowed himself to feel the weight of the day's events. It was then that the air shifted. A strange hum filled the clearing, vibrating in his chest. From the shadows emerged a figure unlike any he had ever seen. The being was tall, her form elegant and imposing, with skin that shimmered in gradients of blue and silver. Her eyes glowed softly, intelligent and aware, and she moved with a fluid grace that seemed almost otherworldly. In her arms was a small pendant, and as she approached, the child recognized her instantly. "Mother," the boy whispered, his tiny arms reaching out. The alien woman stopped a few paces away, studying Arlen carefully. There was no anger in her gaze, no hatred, only an intense focus, as if weighing every detail of his being. "You protected him," she said finally, her voice melodic yet commanding. "You shielded my son with your body. Why?" Arlen stood slowly, keeping the child close to his chest. "Because no one deserves to die if I can help it," he said simply. "I don't care whose child he is." Her expression softened, though her eyes never left him. "Humans are unexpected," she murmured. "You risked your life for the son of your enemy." She paused, taking in the battle scars etched across his armor and the exhaustion lining his face. "You are remarkable." The alien mother extended a hand. "I am Lyra, of the Valerian line. You have shown courage and compassion beyond the measure of your species. I would claim you, not as an enemy, not as a human, but as one of my own." Arlen felt a jolt of disbelief. The Valerians were known for their fierce honor codes and strict hierarchies. To be offered such recognition or claim was unheard of, especially by one whose species had waged war against humanity for generations. "I'm honored," he said cautiously, unsure what accepting such a claim would entail. "But my loyalty, it belongs to my people." Lyra tilted her head, the bioluminescent markings on her skin pulsing faintly. "Loyalty is not erased by action. You have proven yourself. You saved a life that was not yours to save. That act defines you." The child nestled closer to Arlen, looking up at him with trust and relief. He knew he could not abandon this little life again. Lyra's eyes flicked between them, assessing, weighing, understanding. Finally, she spoke with quiet certainty. "You will stay with us. Not as a captive, not as a prisoner, but as a protector. Our bond is born of choice, not demand. You will be honored among my people, Arlen, if you accept." The offer was extraordinary, almost impossible to fathom. Accepting it meant leaving his own kind behind, forging a new path among the Valerians. Yet something within him stirred. Humanity had always been resilient, adaptable, and capable of great compassion. Perhaps this was an extension of that truth, an opportunity to unite in ways that warfare had never allowed. "I accept," he said finally, the words feeling strange, but right on his tongue. Lyra's expression brightened slightly, the glow in her eyes intensifying. She moved closer, bowing her head in respect. "Then you are of the Valerian line now, protector and guardian. Your courage is recognized. Your life is intertwined with ours." The days that followed were a blend of wonder and challenge. Arlen was introduced to the Valerian Society, a complex network of floating cities suspended above luminescent oceans. He trained alongside their warriors, learning their techniques while sharing human strategies. His presence was initially met with curiosity and caution, but slowly, the Valerians came to respect the human who had risked everything to save one of their own. The child, whom Arlen had rescued, became his constant companion. The bond they formed was profound, built on trust and survival. The boy learned to navigate the alien world, to speak its language, and to move with its rhythm, while Arlen learned the intricacies of Valerian culture, their rituals, and their ways of honoring life. Lyra remained a vigilant presence, observing quietly but offering guidance when necessary. She did not impose herself on him, but instead allowed him to find his place. In turn, Arlen found a new understanding of what it meant to be a protector, not only of a single life, but of a community that spanned worlds. Conflict was never far away. Vorin scouts still prowled the outer sectors, and whispers of rebellion among Valerian factions reached their ears. Yet Arlen faced each challenge with a steady resolve. His actions became a bridge between humans and Valerians, a living testament to the power of courage and compassion. One day, a Vorin vessel breached the perimeter of a Valerian city. Alarms blared, and the streets emptied as warriors prepared for battle. Arlen stood at the forefront, the child now older and capable of defending himself nearby. As the Vorin descended, he raised his voice, calling out in the alien tongue, "You will not harm this world." He shouted, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had risked life and limb for what was right. "Leave, or face the consequences of your actions." The Vorin commander paused, recognizing the human from scattered reports of his exploits. His troops hesitated, unsure how to respond to someone who had defied expectations and survived where others had failed. Arlen's courage was not a show of brute strength alone. It was a demonstration of intelligence, empathy, and unwavering determination that the Vorin retreated, leaving the Valerians unharmed. Cheers erupted across the city, but Arlen remained calm. He knew that courage was not measured in moments of victory, but in consistent acts of protection, loyalty, and selflessness. Lyra approached him afterward, her gaze filled with quiet admiration. "You have done more than save a child," she said. "You have saved a people, and in doing so, you have become part of something greater than yourself." Arlen nodded, understanding fully for the first time the weight of his choices. He had crossed boundaries of species, of loyalty, of fear itself. In protecting one innocent life, he had altered the course of many dark years past. The bond between Arlen, the child, and Lyra grew stronger. Humanity and Valerian forces began to collaborate more openly, inspired by the story of the human who had risked everything for compassion. Arlen became a symbol, not of conquest or aggression, but of the enduring power of courage and empathy dotting quiet moments. He would walk along the glowing shores of Valerian oceans, a child at his side, and reflect on how one decision, one instinct to protect, had changed the trajectory of his life and countless others. He had ventured into a world of enemies and emerged as a guardian, a bridge, and a testament to what humanity could achieve when it acted with heart as well as mind. Lyra often joined them, her presence a reminder that alliances could transcend history, that respect could arise from conflict, and that even across the vastness of space, trust and honor could bind beings together. And so, Arlen's life continued not as a soldier, nor merely as a human, but as a protector, a teacher, and a symbol of hope. A child he saved grew into a capable and compassionate young leader, always guided by the human who had once risked everything. Their story spread across systems, a legend of courage and choice, proving that even amidst war and destruction, the human spirit could shine brighter than any star dot in the end. It was not weaponry or strategy that defined victory, but the simple act of standing between harm and innocence, of risking all for the sake of life. Arlen understood this deeply, and every day he honored it, proving to the Valerians and to humanity alike that bravery, compassion, and loyalty were the truest measures of greatness. And so, the human who had shielded an enemy's child became more than a soldier. He became a legend, a testament to the heights humanity could reach when courage and compassion guided every action.